Today I'm going to show you how you can create AI chatbots using n8n, and you can connect them to your social media like Facebook Messenger, Instagram, WhatsApp, or even Threads. So assuming you already have created a Facebook page, all you need to do is to go to developers.facebook.com. So go ahead and create your account in developers.facebook.com, and once you are in, just click on my apps and it will take you to this page. So right now I have created two apps for two of my pages, but probably you don't have any. So from here, if you click on create app, it will take you through 5 different steps that in order to create your app. So you here just give it a name and then click next. And on the next step, we need to actually tell the Facebook that while we are creating this app, you can ignore all of these and scroll down and click on other and then click next. And here we need to select the type for our app. I'm gonna click on business. And on this page, if your app is connected to a business portfolio, you need to actually select the business portfolio related to app. But if you don't have any business portfolio, you can leave it on no business portfolio selected and create the app. So once you hit that create button, it will take you to this page where we can add some products to our app. This means that we can customize how the app should work. So we can connect it to a messenger, an Instagram or WhatsApp, or some other different products. But in this video, mainly we are going to focus how we can make an AI chatbot inside our messenger. So go ahead and click on setup under the messenger. So before we set up the API for our messenger chat, we need to change the app mode from development to live. If you have another Facebook account, you can add them inside this app as a test user, and you can keep this in development. But if you don't have another account, if you want to test the app and run it and see if our AI chatbot works, we need to set this to live. So if I click here, it will tell me that before going live, we need to have a privacy policy URL. What I did was to ask ChatGPT to generate a privacy policy for me, and I uploaded inside my Google Drive, and then I copied the link, and under the setting inside the basic, I put the link there for Facebook to verify my app, and then I was able to change the app mode to live. So the first thing we need to do here is actually to configure a webhook. Webhook is actually the action that we can use to send the data from our Facebook Messenger inside our n8n. So we want to send all the messages from our Facebook Messenger inside an n8n, and then use AI agent to generate the response and send it back to our Facebook Messenger. So in order to do that, we need a webhook. So you can go back to your n8n, and here we need to actually add a trigger. If you click here, you see that we have a list of trigger here, but right now we need the webhook. So go ahead and type here, and you see this one, click the address to the webhook. We have the HTTP mode that we need to configure all of these settings. So right now we are only testing, so we can use the test URL, and you see that here is a get method, but if we need another method, we can always choose from here. We need to copy this URL and go back to our app and paste it here. So for verified token, we can use whatever we want. I'm just going to use AI chatbot here, but make sure you copy this because we need it later. And before clicking on verify and save, we need to go back to our n8n and actually click this button. So right now our webhook is listening for data or looking for data that is coming. So we can go back here and we click on verify and save, but we got an error. It says the callback URL to verify token couldn't be verified. Please verify the provided information or try again. Okay, this didn't work obviously, but we got some data back to our webhook. And this is the list that we received from Facebook to our webhook. But the most important things are hop mode, hop challenge, and hop.verify_token. So why we got this error and we couldn't verify our token? Basically, this is how Facebook works. It sends us some information, and in return, it is waiting for some data from us. So all we need to do is actually to return this code to Facebook, and then it can understand that we are the authorized person that using this webhook. So in order to do that, the next step is actually to create an if node. So basically here we need to verify something, and the first thing is that we need to verify that if the hop mode is equal to subscribe, and we need another condition where we say if the verified token is equal to the same verified token inside our app. So it is AI chatbot. If these two conditions are true, then we go to true branch, and if it is false, if someone else is using our webhook, then it goes to false and we don't send any data back to the Facebook. If it goes to the true branch, now we need to send some data back to our Facebook and verify our connection and tell the Facebook this is us. So here we need to add a node which is response to webhook. This time we are not using the webhook, we are going to use respond to webhook because we want to answer to the first webhook that we got. So we need to click this, and here we can choose how we can respond with. Right now it is first incoming item, it is not correct for us. We need to choose another thing. Basically we need to choose the text, and from the fixed we need to change it to expression, and you need to actually put this hop.challenge code inside the response body. So this means that once we get a Facebook webhook, and if it goes to the true branch, then we will return this code back to the Facebook and tell them that, hey, this is us, please verify it. So we can now go ahead and test it. Let's click save and open first webhook, click listen for test event, and go back to our Facebook app, and this time if I click here, we should get verified. Okay, again we have an error, but go back to our n8n. Let's see. It says webhook node not correctly configured. So set the response parameter using response. Okay, so here's the thing. On the first node, which is our webhook, you see that here we have a respond, and right now it is on immediately. So this means that immediately when you receive data on this webhook, it will send information, but it doesn't know which information we need to send. For the information to send, we are using this node, so we need to send information from this node. So click here, and under the response, you need to change it using respond webhook. This is exactly what we are using. So now this means that the response should send from this node. Click save. Test the workflow. Now our webhook is listening. Go back to our app, click verify and save, and this time, yes, you see that we got verified. So our webhook is already configured. We have the callback URL here and our verified token. So let's go back here, and you see that it was successful. We got the information and we processed, it was us, it goes to true branch, and then with this node we send the hop challenge or that code back to the Facebook. So back to our app, in order for us to be able to send messages and receive messages with our webhook, here we need to turn on something. So scroll down till you see the messages, turn it on, and also message underscore read, also turn this on. So the next thing is actually to generate an access token to our page. It says that connect the Facebook page to generate access tokens and set up webhook subscriptions. So all you need to do is actually connect the page you want to use for the messenger. So here click on connect, and basically you need to verify yourself, and here is the list of pages that I have. So in this video I'm going to choose this page and click continue and click save. So now I have connected the Facebook page that I want to use to our app and to our webhook, and you see that it says webhook subscription is on messages right now. So right now we need to generate a token. Click on generate, just click on this I understand, and we need to copy this token, but remember to save it because it only shows us once. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it somewhere here. Go back here and click done. So now let's go back to our n8n and wait for incoming messages. And here I'm just gonna send a message from my page to the page that we connected to our app. So here if I say hello, and if you go back to our n8n, we see that nothing is happening. And this is basically because we already we have set up the get method, which only receives data from the Facebook. But in order to receive some messages, we need to also configure the post method to our webhook, because all the messages from Facebook are coming as a post method. So if you click here, let me just stop listening, go to the settings, and here we can allow multiple HTTP methods. So if I click on this, right now we are waiting for two methods that are coming. One is get and one is post. And this one gives us true branch. If it is from Facebook and wants to verify us, it goes to get branch. And if it is some messages and we are receiving it inside our messenger, it goes to the post branch and we can connect and go on. So if I click to test workflow again, we are listening for data. Go back to our messenger, say hello, we should be receiving the messages. So you see that we have received the message, but it goes to the post branch. So if we open this, we see we have two branches here. So under the post branch, we have some data again. And if you scroll down, you see that the text or the message is hello, which exactly was the one I sent here. So now that we are able to send a message from any page to our app and receive it in our n8n, the next thing is actually to bring an AI agent so we can process the messages. And from here, click on AI and you can choose AI agent. So here we need to configure the source or prompt basically for our AI agent to look for the messages from where. So this is right now connected to a chat trigger node. We are not using a chat trigger node, we are using a webhook. We need to change it to define below. And here we need to actually put the message. Change it from fixed to expression, and we need to drag this variable and put it here. This means that our AI agent will always receive the message from our webhook. And the next thing under the option, we need to actually give it a system message. So by default, it says that you are a helpful assistant, and I'm just gonna add something else. You are a helpful assistant for a dental clinic. Your job is to answer patients' questions. So now that AI agent knows what is the message and knows what to answer to those messages. Now the next thing is actually to give the brain to our AI agent by choosing the chat model. Click here and you will see the list of chat model or LLMs that you can use. But I'm just going to use OpenAI for this one. And I already have connected my OpenAI account. If you don't know how to connect your OpenAI account, this is very easy. Just click create new credentials, go to platform.openai.com, create an account for yourself, and under the settings, go to API keys and get your API keys and put it here and it will be connected. But if you got stuck and again have some problems, you can always check out the n8n documentations and they will walk you through. So I connected my account, and for this one, I'm just gonna use 4.1 nano, which is fast and cheap. So now that we have connected the brain to our AI agent, we can send some message and our AI agent can generate some response. So let's click on save, test the workflow, go back to the Facebook and say hello again. And obviously we are not gonna receive anything because we haven't configured the send message node. So come back here, we got the message, it goes to post branch and it goes to our AI agent, and our AI agent used the brain. So let's open our AI agent and see what is the output. So the AI agent received our hello, and based on the system message, it generated an output. It says, hello, how can I assist you today? So now we want to send this back to our user or to the person that is talking to us inside Facebook Messenger. If you want your AI agents to always remember the chat history and not to send new messages to the customers or users, we can also add a memory here, and we have a bunch of memories that we can choose inside n8n, but rather than the first one, all of them you need to configure it outside of our n8n and connect it to your n8n, but the native, which is inside the n8n, and it is very simple to set up, is the first one, which also its name is simple memory. So if you click here, it will bring this up for you, but we need to change the session ID right now. Again, it is on trigger mode. We are not using trigger mode, we are using webhook. Change it to define below. And for the key, we need to use the sender ID. So here in the webhook, we receive so many variables. If you scroll down, you see that under the messaging, we have sender, which has an ID, and recipient, which has also an ID. So the sender is the person who is sending a message to us. So we need to keep this inside our memory. So every time we receive a message from the same user, basically this means that we need to remember the sender ID, the same person that always sending us a message. For the context window length, this is actually says how many past interactions the model received as a context. The default right now, it is on 5, so it means that it always remembered the 5 past messages inside the chat. So you can change it to whatever you want. I'm just gonna change it to 50. So now our AI agent has the memory, and it can always remember the conversation history, and it can send messages based on the history. So now we want to send the answer from our AI agent back inside the Facebook, inside this chat to the user, and all we need to do is actually to set up a HTTP request back to the Facebook. So click on this one, and here write HTTP request. So this means that we want to send some information back to the Facebook app. But quickly, if you go back to your app and under the docs, if you click on Webhook Messenger platform, it will take you to this page, and go ahead and choose messaging. And here they will tell you that in which format you need to send some data to the Facebook. So here scroll down, and you will see that the sample request, it is like this. It is a curl command, and what we can do is actually copy this curl command and go back to our n8n, and from here import the curl. It will populate all these elements here, but still we need to change something. So here our method is post. This is the exact URL or the address that we are sending this data, but here it is going to graph.facebook.com, the version 22. Here we need to put our page ID. This is our page ID. You remember we had sender ID and recipient ID. This is exactly our recipient ID. And here we are sending as a message. And at the end we have the authorization. Basically the name for it is access token. And here we need to put the exact access token that we copied from Facebook. So I'm going to change it from fixed to expression and open it. So here instead of page ID, I'm going to delete it, and we scroll down and you see that we have recipient which has ID. So I'm going to drag it and put it here. You see as a result this is exactly that is going to send to Facebook. And right after messages we have the question mark, and then we have access underscore token, which is equal. Also we need to change this one with our token, so the one that we copied from Facebook. So remember, from here I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it here. So this is actually the web URL or address that we are sending a message. For authentication we use none, and here we are sending a body and we are using JSON, and for the specific body we are using JSON, and this is actually our JSON code that we are sending to Facebook. So here it says recipient, we need a recipient ID, and the messaging type is response, and here under the message we are sending a text message, and here it should be our message. So I'm going to change it from fixed to expression, and I'm going to open it so we can better see this. So here we have recipient ID, so I'm going to remove this one, and I'm gonna put the sender ID that, but remember here we have, it says recipient, and also we are recipient, but here the recipient is us and the person we want to send the message is sender, but here the recipient exactly is the person that we want to send the message. So under recipient ID we need to put sender ID. So I'm gonna drag it and drop it here. So as a result you see that the recipient ID is this one. We are sending a message to this person. Messaging type is response, we don't change it. The text is text, and the value for the text, I'm gonna remove this, and what I want to put is the message from our AI agent. So if you scroll up you see our AI agent and it has an output. So drag it and drop it between this, and you see that this is actually the request that we sent to Facebook. So go back here, and right now if I click test we should be able to see the message inside my Facebook personal page. So I'm gonna hit test, and it says the node executed successfully. And if I go back to Facebook you see that I received the message here. It says, hello, how can I assist you today? And that's it guys. You see how easy it was to connect our Facebook Messenger to our n8n and have an AI agent answering all of our users, customers or messages. And the next thing is actually to turn on this workflow to run by itself automatically. From here you can change it from inactive to active. But remember, once you are activating it, it says that now all the calls to the webhook, it goes to production webhook URL. So what this means that here, when it is inactive, we are using the test URL, but right now it is active, we are using the production URL. So we need to copy this URL, go back to our Facebook app, and here we need to change this one to the new URL. And here we need to actually again put our verify token, which here I put AI chatbot. And if I click verify and save, it goes to the true branch and it verifies us. And now we are using the production URL inside our webhook. And if we go back to our n8n, also this is active. So we can continuously talking to our AI agent inside our Facebook. So if I say hello again here, it should take the answer from the AI agent and send it here. There you go, you can see it says, hello there, how can I help you today? Alright guys, that's it for this video, and once again, thank you made it so far watching this video, and if you liked it and if you found value, just give it a like. It definitely helps me to show this video to more people. And if you have any questions, just let me know down in the comment section. I'll be reading them and answering them as soon as I can, and I'll see you in the next video.